Well, hi, I'm Sandy, and welcome to another day in Life with Sandy. Well, hello. Today is Thursday, February 16th, and we do have two birthdays today. Today is Jen Thoreau, Thurow. Jen, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jen. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it is also Parker's birthday. So, Parker, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Parker. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great birthday. I haven't been doing much today at all. Denise and I were supposed to go up. We were going to go look at the new cottage that we're going to rent, just to kind of get a general idea what it looks like, because we've never been there before. And so we were going to go today. And she was going to pick me up. I was even going to get up early for me. I was set my alarm before I went to bed at 9:30. Well, when I got my pajamas on and that, I set my alarm for 9:30. I know. You had to have an alarm to get up at 9:30, Sandy? Oh my goodness. My defense, I didn't go to bed till 3:45. I just was watching TV and just kind of lost track of the time. And so I looked up at the clock and I went, oh my gosh, I got to go to bed. So I got, 5.5, 6 hours sleep. But anyway, we were supposed to go. But before I went to bed last night, Denise texted me because, once again, our weathermen, look at the weather out there. See how we were supposed to have freezing rain and snow and driving hazardous conditions. So we decided we're just going to wait till one day next week to go. And so when I woke up at 9:30 and I saw that it was nice out, I called Denise. I said, do you want to just go today? And she says, no, I've already got things I'm doing. Because she gets up early. She gets up at 7:30, like a normal person, I guess. But she says, no, we'll just still go next Thursday like we planned. So, okay, whatever. So the weathermen let us down. I don't know why we listen to them. I really don't. They get so excited thinking there's going to be a storm or something, and it always peters out and never really happens. So I did that. When I got home last night from eating out, my house was so dark, I thought maybe Jim wasn't even home. It didn't look like he didn't leave not one porch light on for me. He didn't leave the garage lights on, nothing. And when we were driving, I told Denise, she was driving so fast down the street, I said, you're going to pass up my house? You're passing up my house. She says, no, I'm not. And then she pulled in next door. I said, well, I guess I can walk back home next door. And she said, what are you talking about? I go, this is Jason and Christine's house. This is not my house. And then she looked and she says, oh my gosh, you're right. Before I could get out, she backed up and rolled over, or not rolled over, but drove over and pulled into my driveway. And she says, are you sure Jim's home? I said, well, I don't know. Maybe he's just too lazy to get up and turn on the lights, because that's my responsibility to turn all the garage lights on. Mostly because Jim works in the afternoons, and so it's just that's what I do. So, anyway, I did that and came in the house, and no, Jim was sitting in the dark. I mean, the one light we have timed up with our Wemo, I told you we have the lights that time the timers. And so the one dim little 25-watt light that we have watched TV with in the living room was the only light in the whole house. And he didn't close any of the blinds or anything. I says, Jim, you know what? I had to come home in the dark. And he says, oh, I'm sorry. I just figure that you always turn them on. And I go, yeah, when it's dark, that was dark 2 hours ago. So anyway, did that. And then we watched all of our Chicagos last night. We watched that. What else did we do? That's about it. We had such a good time eating. It was funny because, like I told you last night when we pulled, it was funny because we didn't know it was closed. And when I got on Facebook, it's almost like, you know what? I know they track you. Because all of these things popping up on Facebook about the firehouse. And is it open? How come I pulled by there? There's no cars or whatever. Kind of like what I said. It's like, it's scary to think that people are listening to me. I mean, sometimes I think I got important things to say, but for the most part, I think most of the stuff I say is trivial. So why are you listening in on me? But anyway, so they had closed for remodeling. I guess it's under new ownership. So then we went to this other place, which is just as nice, but I was going to get a pizza. I was going to get a small personal sized pizza. I was. And I got the chicken quesadillas, which were very good, and a crack of onion soup. But I mean, I had a really good time. I really did. I really enjoyed myself. And then we set up our date for next month. We go every month, weather permitting and our schedules and everything. But we try to meet every month for just dinner, just the four of us. It's just something we like to do. And so we did that. We set up for next month for Denise's birthday, because Denise's birthday's next month. And then she'll get to pick the restaurant. She didn't pick it last night. We just picked the date. And then today, then Jim was having a problem with we have Apple TV. And then he was trying to watch, there's like extra apps that you can get. And he wanted to watch Little House on the Prairie. And I guess that's not part of the Apple. And so we called Apple to find out. And then I found out it's a subscription service because it's part of the Frontier channel. I know there's so many channels out there nowadays. And then we almost got into a little because Jim couldn't understand why. Well, we already pay for the Apple TV. Why do we got to pay for that? And I tried to explain it's like if you have Peacock and Showtime and HBO, you got to pay for all of those separate. But they all offer them all on the HBO app. Well, we pay for the Apple app. Well, we pay for that. I go, Jim, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. That's just the way it goes. So, and then we made an appointment for him to get his oil changed on his truck, and we scheduled it for today at 9:30. And thankfully, I checked the email when it came because the guy wrote it in the book wrong, and it's tomorrow at 9:30, which is probably better because Jim has tomorrow off, so he wouldn't have to feel rushed. So he's going to go get his oil change tomorrow. And then today I've been working on my puzzle. Let me show you how far I've come on it. Okay, it's time to just walk away. I'm just getting so frustrated. These pieces should be very easy to find that are missing, like right in here and in there. And in here, but I just need to just walk away. I'll come back to it later on tonight, but for now I think I made some pretty good progress. You know what, the pieces, I don't like this puzzle. I don't know what brand this is that I have, but I don't like the puzzle. The way they cut the pieces, and I paid like I think $15 or $19 for the puzzle. So it's not like I got a cheap puzzle like for $1.99. I mean, I got a pretty good puzzle. But the pieces, you have to make them. I always think of in the Cincinnati Kid when Anne Margaret would cut all the little pieces to fit in. And then Shooter would say, well, why are you doing that? You know, you're only cheating yourself. And she's pounding it like to get the piece to go in. But that's what it kind of feels like with this puzzle. And the shapes are all really odd shapes. And they did say on the box, no two shapes are the same, which is a very true statement. But they don't line up perfectly, and it's really difficult to put it together. I'll be glad when I'm done with it. I thought it would be an easy puzzle, and it's not as easy as I thought. Only because the pieces are so odd. They're such oddball pieces. Because usually, like one will look like a floor-leaf clover, or one will look like a little heart, or some will look like a bow. You know, they're easy to figure out. Or they'll have like the two little stubs on each end. And no, these are all completely different. So it's a little difficult. But I like a challenge. Give me a challenge, and I'll try to live up to it. And then so I worked on that for about 2 hours, and now I'm talking to you guys. So I'm really hoping to have at least stay the same, maybe have a loss a little bit on Monday, because what did we do? Sunday we ate out for Super Bowl. Oh, Sunday was Super Bowl party, although I did have a 0.2 loss, I think, on Monday. But, you know, we all know that the next day that doesn't really show up. But I had the Super Bowl party on Sunday. We went out to eat. On Tuesday, we went out for breakfast for Valentine's Day. We went out yesterday. I have the other half of my chicken quesadillas that I'm going to eat today. So I have to be really, 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 really follow my plan for the next few days. It's just such a constant battle. It's just getting so annoying. But you know what? When I was eating healthy, it didn't seem like a battle. It really, truly didn't seem like a battle. And that's what I'm hoping to perfect again. Maybe not perfect, but get back to the way I was. because when I first started, and for the longest time, I loved eating healthy. It was no bit of a challenge for me in the least little bit. I was not challenged by chocolate. I was not challenged so much by donuts. I could have a slice of birthday cake on their birthdays, but I just, for the last year and a half, I've just kind of been fighting this battle that I feel like I'm losing, and I am not a loser. Obviously, I haven't lost that much weight lately, but I mean, like in life, I don't feel myself as a loser, and I feel that I like to live up to the challenges of my day and challenges of my life. Everybody's got a challenge in their life. Some, unfortunately, way more than others, but and they always say God gives you more, doesn't give you more than you can handle, and I truly, truly believe that. I do still have been praying very hard, listening to see if God speaks to me about not weighing on the scale. And so far, all the answers I'm hearing is, do it, Sandy. Do it for Lent. You can do it. So, as it is right now, I'm still planning on sticking to that because I see the scale now every time I walk by it, and I think, should I get on it? Because I'm not going to get on it for 7 weeks. Should I get on it? And I'm thinking, no, because I know who I am. I'm not one of these people that can weigh myself every day. If I get on the scale and I don't see what I think I should see, whether it's like a huge loss or just a little loss or staying the same, my mind just goes, oh, what can I eat now? It just does. It just truly does. And so when I walk by the scale and I think, oh, so I should probably hide it before then. But then I just think that, no, if I do it now, then I know how my mind works. If I do it now, I'll say, oh, okay, remember you put it under the bed. It's right under the bed. Whereas like if I put it under the bed on Monday after I weigh myself, I'll forget about it. Well, I won't forget about it. But I'm up for the challenge. I'm tired of this battle. Food is not supposed to be my enemy. Food is definitely not supposed to be my enemy, and I am making it my enemy. And I have to stop that. I just have to stop doing that. So, anyway, what battles do you fight? My fight is the daily battle of the food. I have all healthy foods in the house, and I just don't choose them, and I don't know why. And so I'm going to really be reflecting on that for the next 6-7 weeks, just to get back to where I was, because I felt so much better. I really, truly, sometimes I wonder if I just stay up so late at night is because I know I'm not going to sleep well because I'm not eating right. And I think that's probably it in a nutshell. I bet you I'm going to be going to bed earlier during Lent and sleeping better and getting back to my healthy eating habits and not thinking of food as a constant battle. I really is my hope and dream. And then obviously to become closer to God. You can never be too close, that's for sure. But I'd like to be a little bit closer. So that's going to do it for today. I'm thinking I might want to go to the show tomorrow night because I like Liam Neeson, and he's got a new movie out called Philip Marlowe. It's set like in the 40s era, like that. And Jessica Lange's in it, and Alan Cummings, and there's a couple other people, obviously. But it looked pretty good. He was on The View the other day, and they showed a clip of the movie. And I thought, well, that'd be nice. I looked for tickets. They're only $21. Isn't that sad? Only $21. I remember when I was a kid, I could go for 50 cents. Those days are gone, my friends. So anyway, I don't know for sure that I'm going to do it, but if I do, I'll let you know tomorrow. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. Talk to you guys soon.